Potty training? Teething trouble? One day there'll be apps for all that. Today's toddlers know their way around gadgets as well as the adults, but is that a good thing? We take a look at the pros and cons of growing up tech savvy.
This is Fox 5 News at 10. Local, Las Vegas.
It's a changing world we're living in. Technology is a very important part of life, and while computers get smaller and smaller, so do the users.
Toddlers these days can work smartphones and tablets with the best of them better than we can, likely.
Yeah.
Fox 5's Elizabeth Watts is live in studio tonight, taking a look at some of the pros and the cons of young children getting so accustomed to spending time on these gadgets.
Olivia, John, not to age us, but back when we were little, these things did not exist. Now some studies show 1 in 4 toddlers have used a smartphone. So it begs the question, could playing with technology so young lead to problems down the road?
From bicycles and basketballs to building blocks and gadgets, kids these days seem to have it all.
He's really up to date with a lot of the technology, probably more so than a lot of the seniors out there. What's your favorite game?
I took a doctor.
2-year-old Joaquin Valdez knows his way around everything from the iPhone to the DVR. The world has changed, and Mom Stephanie says it's actually beneficial.
I've definitely gotten into a lot of the preschool helping games, the counting and math. There's a lot of great tools out there.
Stephanie says it's a great supplement to what she's already trying to teach Joaquin, and he constantly surprises her with his retention.
Oops, there you go.
Ew.
Ew, what are those? Germs? It's really neat to see him grasp things and connect it to our world. Not just the iPad, but connect it to, oh, we're going to the doctor. Doctor helps you feel better. Oh.
Kimberly Bishop has 6 kids, including 5-year-old Cooper and 3-year-old Brooke.
She's better at it than I am.
Let's try the number 8.
Kimberly's degree is in early childhood education, and she's seen technology change over the years in the classroom, and with it, the learning process.
And I'm not talking for everything, because of course you have to have reciprocity of language, and you're not going to interact and talk to a computer, but it will just, those rote skills that they need, just constant repetition. Absolutely, it's a great tool.
Kimberly loves the app Handwriting Without Tears, which gives her youngest child a leg up when it comes to reading and writing.
Here's an S, and now go back to the top.
It gives her enough feedback, and it gives her enough repetition that she can pick it up, and she's already reading.
Sociology professor Simon Gottschalk at UNLV says there are pros and cons to toddlers using technology.
The use of computer among toddlers is going to increase eye-hand coordination and will increase the understanding of cause and effect.
But he warns the 2D technology strips away the outside world and doesn't use all the senses, which is crucial for development.
But the sense of smell, the sense of taste, the sense of touch, the sense of balance are not at all stimulated.
He also worries we may be growing a more wired, impatient society. There's no delayed gratification. With the online world, it's all instant. Real-life relationships don't work that way.
Children may be taught to expect that everyday life will unfold with the speed of a blink of an eye, but it won't. And that may cause problems.
So what about other health effects? The American Academy of Pediatrics encourages no TV for kids under 2 and less than 2 hours a day for anyone older. So far, there's no science regarding smart devices, but some pediatricians warn the radiation could be dangerous.
Some studies suggest there could be increased risks of, say, brain cancer. Others refute that. So I'd be very cautious in exposing children to those types of radiation at a very young age.
They suggest for now limiting all exposure to less than 2 hours a day. And like everything, it all comes down to parental guidance and balance.
I'm the one who is controlling how long he spends with it, how long he spends in front of the TV, how long he spends just playing with his toys, making sure he's getting, fine motor skills, make sure he's getting exercise.
She still has to, touch things and feel things and interact things. It's not just the 2D world. It's another component that she can have in her life, and it's a win for all of us.
The parents in the story limit their kids' use to about half an hour each day, but it's important to research these apps that your kids are using to make sure they're really good ones. You can look at the reviews to find some good guidance there. Many times educators will post their thoughts, but you have to be careful. Kids can even learn how to download these apps, so the parental controls, the restrictions, very important, especially when they're using Netflix and YouTube as well.
And then you have to ask your kids, how do I use these parental controls?
Yeah, exactly. You need them to explain that first.
Okay, so if say half of the kids are using these gadgets and they're learning on them and becoming so adept at it, if you choose to maybe keep technology away from your children, I imagine they might even be at a deficit in school.
Yeah, it was actually really hard to find those parents, but they are out there. And so I did ask the sociology professor if they thought those kids that aren't playing with the technology so young, if it might hurt them. But he seemed to think that they would be okay, that they'll be able to catch on quickly because they are having those in kindergarten and first grade. So they're still learning from that. But since these are truly the first generations that are growing up with these devices, we don't really know the effects. It could be 10 years or so. And by the time we actually learn the effects and we have some kind of understanding into it, the technology will have changed by then.
That's true.
It's been changing so fast, and these apps will all seem outdated.
We're just scared that they're all going to take our job.
Yeah. They're going to be flying around in spaceships. We're going to be down here on the ground.
And we're going to be replacing our typewriter ribbons.
Yeah, exactly.
But they need to learn how to write and run around as well.
It's all about the balance.
Yeah, she had a good perspective there.
Yes.
Thanks, Elizabeth.
Elizabeth, thank you.